In March of 1983, Chevrolet introduced their first all-new Corvette since 1963. And I was underwhelmed. Critics lauded the new Corvette's handling, braking, and acceleration, but they chose their words carefully when it came to its styling. Car and Drivers Brock Gates damned it with faint praise, noting that it was clean and forthright, without the phallic silliness of its predecessor. While I don't agree the 1984 Corvette's predecessor was phallically silly, I agree that the 84 styling was clean and forthright. I'd add that it was bland, if not boring, at least in comparison to what it replaced. I stopped short of saying it pushed the boundaries of ugly, as many claim these are. You might ask, then, if I'm ambivalent at best towards fourth-generation Corvettes, or what are referred to as C4s, why did I recently purchase this bright red 1991 convertible? Because, in my opinion, these cars work wonderfully as convertibles. Most, if not all, of the styling sins of the C4 melt away when the roof is removed. An otherwise forgettable design is transformed into, dare I say, an American Jaguar. Look, I know you may not agree. As they say, love is not only blind, it transcends reason as well. In 1986, Chevrolet introduced their first Corvette convertible since 1975. It was also General Motors' first factory drop-top since the 1976 Cadillac Eldorado as well. American Sunroof Corporation helped with the engineering of the conversion, and the cars were built alongside other Corvettes in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I remember when I first saw one of these and I was like, I gotta get me one. And recently, I did. And I searched high and low for a 1991 in particular. Why a 91? Several reasons. The most important of which is I think they're great-looking cars. Like all C4s, they're also spectacular performance bargains. I mean, this thing can pull nearly a G on a skid pad right out of the box. In my opinion, 1991 Corvettes are the best of the C4s, as they have every meaningful upgrade the cars got up until that point without any of the overly complicated fussiness of the later models. They feature the new for 1991 revised front and rear styling, along with new lower rocker panels that I think helps modernize the design and makes it less 80s looking. 91 Corvettes feature this driver-centric cockpit-style dash that came out in 1990. Look, it even has a driver's side airbag in the steering wheel. This dash is a vast improvement over the 1980s video game-like dashes in the 1984 to 89 models, although it still has a digital speedometer, which on paper is odd, but I don't have an issue with it. Additionally, 1991 Corvettes feature the revised front and rear suspensions introduced for 1988 that improve ride, handling, and wet surface adhesion. To achieve this, all four wheels were pushed out slightly, and that, in my opinion, improved aesthetics as well. I like a bigger wheel and tire, and I cannot lie. 17-inch rims became standard on the Corvette in 1989, and 1991's got what some call these unidirectional salad spinner rims that I love. Your opinion may vary. See dealer for details. Lastly and not leastly, all 1991 Corvettes, except the ZR1s, of course, are powered by one of my favorite Chevrolet small blocks of all time, the supremely reliable and relatively easy to work on L98. Yes, the famed tune port injection engine with these to-die-for intake runners that help the engine make 345 foot-pounds of torque at just a tap of the gas. Down low where it counts, as we like to say. 1991 was the last year for the L98 in the Corvette. Chevrolet replaced it with the LT1 for 1992. Although the LT1 made more than 50 more horsepower, it made 15 foot-pounds less torque and at a higher RPM. Throw in the LT1's added complexity, looking at you, OptiSpark distributor, and I'll stick with my bestie here. As for the color, well, red is my favorite color, and John Heinrich, leader of the Corvette team that developed the fifth-generation Corvette that debuted in 1997, famously said, quote, "All Corvettes are red, the rest are mistakes." I agree. I don't think there's another color that does these cars justice. That a car can look this good, slice through the slalom like it does, and go from 0 to 60 in a tick or two over 6 seconds, and is supremely comfortable, gets 20 miles per gallon, although that's being generous. Allow me to dig into my bag of cliches. I can have my cake, and I'm going to eat it too. Over and over again.